Good morning, grade 5. As you know, last year we studied about the Asian Arab countries the last few months ago, and we're going to start recently studying about the African Arab countries because you will be responsible about those information and they will help you to get into the groove of social too much more deeper for next year. When I say African Arab countries, they are a lot, like, for example, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Libya. We have a lot, Mauritania, Djibouti, Ethiopia, all of these countries, and too much more. Of course, we're not going to study all of them. We're going to study the main ones. And today we're going to start with Algeria, which is an important country to know. In fact, you are not responsible about all the details in the map. So the details in this map below, they are not required actually to know by heart, but actually they are mentioned here just to make it easier for you to understand the details of this lesson. If we take just a little idea about the map, you can see that, for example, up here we have Europe, that it's to the north part of Africa, and here, those are some African countries that are very important to know. Of course, not all of them, because we have here from the east, actually Egypt, which is one of the biggest countries, and we're going to study it later. We can see here Algeria, it's the lesson in concern for this week, and we can see that Algeria is bordered by Tunisia. Here we can see it to the northeast. We have Libya to the east as well. We have the Niger, Mali, and Mauritania that are counted as bordering country from the south, and of course for Mauritania it's from the south west as well. We have Morocco here to the west. And in fact, when we talk about Algeria, we have the country here, which is as well Algeria. And of course, those countries of the African continent, they are separated from the European continent, and the countries of the continent, like, for example, here we can see Italy and Spain, and between them we have the Mediterranean Sea, which is here. Okay, so all of this is the Mediterranean Sea that is separating the African continent from the European continent. And here we can see also a body of water, which is the Atlantic Ocean. And of course, we have to take further details about Algeria just in order to be sure that we knew enough information about that country. So, first of all, we can just highlight some ideas that are very important. That the capital is Algeria, which is not that confusing to know because it's similar to the name of the country itself. The main city is Oran, which is a trading center. When I say trading center, it means that it's a place where it's a trade because it's close to the sea. So actually, it's for importation and the exportation of goods, and this is what I mean by trading. We have Constantine and Skikda, which is the petroleum region. So if, for example, in one of the practice questions, you will find out that Algeria is producing oil. So the answer is yes, and it's in the Skikda main city. We have Annaba, which is also an important city to know about. The area is required, so actually you have to know it, and just you can just see it from the map itself that Algeria is a big country. Actually, it's not like Tunisia, for example. Tunisia is too much more smaller if you refer to the map above. Shalif is a river, is an important river in Algeria. So even if it's an African country, because some people they think because it's in Africa, so the rivers are absent there, which is not correct. The rivers are there, even like the countries of Europe and of Asia. Still in Africa, some countries they have rivers and very important rivers as well. So we have Shalif River. Algeria Independence Day, you are responsible about it. It's on July 5 of each year they celebrate it. But Algeria took it from France in 1962, and this is something very important to know, especially the European countries that was occupying Algeria at this period of time, France. And this is something very important to know because, in fact, you have also to remember something very important. Algerian people, they speak, of course, Arabic and they speak French very well. Actually, they introduced the French in their discussion because they were occupied by France, and actually their curriculums and their traditions and their idea, most of them are just a little bit similar to the French people. Algeria has many resources. The petrol, as I told you, which is the oil, the natural gas, iron, and phosphate. Coal and fishing. When I say fishing, and fishing is very important because of the simple reason the Mediterranean Sea is here, and you know that Algeria is just getting profit from that wonderful fishing resource as main resource for the balance of its economy. The currency is in Algeria is dinar, so it's not real or dirham. This is something very important. In fact, guys, those information are brief because I tried to summarize the lesson as much as I can. Like this, you will not be bored, and at the same time, you will learn something new that can be useful for you for the future. And good luck. Stay home. Stay safe.